Table structuring means that I just want to be able to copy or import one table from one database into another. Like for example, let me go ahead and open up my exercises folder. I have my books database, double click, open it up. And in this database I don't have a table for employees, but I know, let me come back down here to my exercises folder, click on the button to pull the window up. I know in my CI2 or Computer Inventory 2 database, I've got all my employees listed in that database. So if I want to go ahead and double click, open it up, there it is, the table employees, double click. I've got a total of, there we go, 48 of them. Instead of retyping in all the employees here from this database, I can just go ahead and copy it or import it into the other database. Or I can structure it and just say, look, I don't want to have to recreate this table, typing in the employee ID, their last name, first name, these fields here. I can just copy and pull over the structure, not the records below, just the structure. So that way it can save you a little bit of time, hopefully. Probably not so much because we don't have that many fields here. So it may just be quicker to go ahead and create the table from scratch, but we'll see. In any case, you get that option. So to do this, I can do it one of two ways. If I want to bring over the structure of the employees, the table, into my books database, just go ahead and give it a right click and then go down and copy it. That's one way, copying and pasting. So I go back down to the other button that when I click on it, again, you'll learn this in my Windows 7 training video. For every window you have up above, you'll have a corresponding button down below. So this button right here brings in front my books database, so I just see that. And then I can go ahead and paste it. And to paste it, you can either right click in a blank area and paste it, or if you don't have a blank area here, let me click off in a blank area. Come up here on the Home tab to the clipboard group and click on the big fat paste button right there. Click on it. And it gives you three choices. When you're pasting the employees, that table that we're copying from the other database, do you just want the structure only, just the fields, no data? Or do you want the fields and the data, which makes sense? No sense in having data if you don't know where the data belongs, what fields. Or do you want to just go ahead and append the data to one of our existing tables? In other words, if I had an employees table and I set it up and I'm like, oh, that's right, I need the employees from the other database. I don't want to have to type them all in again. Then you can go ahead and append it or add them to that table. But keep in mind that when it comes to appending data from one table to another table, the field names have to be the same. And pretty much the data type has to match as well. So if not, you're going to get raspberries and it's not going to paste, or you only may get a few of the records that paste. In any case, let's go ahead and see what structure only looks like and click OK. There we go, it adds it. Double click. No data, just the structure. So then I can go ahead and start adding employees. If the employees were different, if not, then why would I waste time? I'd just go ahead and paste the structure and the data. So let's go ahead and close out and right click and delete that table. And once I copy it, it's attached to my clipboard, so all I have to do is go ahead and click on paste again. Brings up the same window. Let's do structure and data. Click OK. It adds it over in my tables group here. Double click, and not only the fields but also the records down below. Great. Go ahead and close out. And if I go ahead and right click and delete that, and then I click paste again, if I want to go ahead and append this, well, select the option, append that data that I'm copying over to an existing table. Again, the fields have to match. What table? We'll go ahead and name the table. If it's the books table, then type in TBL books, or whatever name we want to append it to. For the sake of the example here, let me go ahead and delete employees and type in orders and show you what happens if you try to append it to a table that the fields don't match the names or the data type. So if I click okie dokie, it goes, what are you doing? You've got fields that don't match the names. You have the fields with different data types, like one's for text, one's for numbers, and it doesn't match. It's a big mess, so I'm not going to do it. Click OK. So let's do this to keep it simple. I'm going to go ahead and click paste again, and let's do structure only, okay? And click OK. So we know with the table here, employees, double click, we just have the structure. So if our structure here, let me close out, matches the structure with the same name, the same data type from the employees from this other database that we just copied. And how do I know the data type of each field? Well, you can go to the design view with the right click and go to design, and then you can see the data type. So make sure that in the table that you're appending it to, that the field name matches. You have the same field name, employee ID, and also the data type matches. If you have number, then make sure it has number. If it has text where you can only enter in text, make sure the data type's text. Okay. Let me go ahead and right click and go to the datasheet view. And then let me come up here And you can see over here, there's another way of viewing the data type for this field here. If I click in the next field, the data type for this column or that field is text. And anyways, a couple ways you can find out the data type of your fields here. Let's go back down here to our books database. Click on that to bring that up front. And again, we have nothing within our table here, just the structures. So if we go ahead and we click paste, and it's still to my clipboard, and I want to append the data, and the fields match, I mean, basically I copied it, but without the data, the exact same table, it's got the exact same data type. So when I click OK, it's going to append to the name that I have here, which is employees, which, as you recall, nothing's there. So when I close out, I click paste, I select append to the name of that table, which is right there, and click OK. Double click, open it up, and well, there you go, 48 records. Now, if copying and pasting gets quite monotonous because, well, you got thousands, tens of thousands of records that doesn't all fit on the clipboard, well, that's not going to work, right? So let me go ahead and close out of that table here, and let's right-click and delete it and say yes. The other option that you can do is come up here and click on the External Data tab and say that you want to import from another database. It's going to be an Access database. Go ahead and click on that. And it says, okay, where's this Access database? Let me go ahead and browse. It's in the Exercises folder. It's my computer inventory too, so I'll select that or just double click. It's pointing right to that database, and it says, what do you want to import? Tables, queries, forms, reports, well, at least tables. That's what we're working on right now. Click OK. And you can see a list of all the tables within that database. What table do I want to import? It's the employees. If I want to import more tables, just hold down the Control key and click on other tables, but I just want this guy right here, so I'll click to deselect the others, click to select employees, click OK. Then it says, okay, are you going to be doing this a lot? You can save these import steps, and we'll talk about that later. There's the saved import, so I could just click on that if I saved it, and it will automatically import that without having me to go through all these steps. In any case, we won't save it, we'll close out. And there it is, employees. Double click, open it up. That way I didn't have to copy and paste. I could just quickly import that table from another database. Thanks for watching. Hey, as a quick reminder, if you like my video, please give it a thumbs up. You can also click on me and subscribe to my channel to get notified of the latest videos. And for great specials on my products, please see the description below this video.